Francisco and Oakland, California. And let's go straight over to David Oak. Look, David, he's come a long way. Thank you. So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. They've got Adebayo. Klay Thompson is out there with Ben Simmons. And it's Hayward. And it's Embiid in at the 5. And for Golden State, JaVale McGee is out there with Mitchell Robinson. Then there's Bradley Beal. Then there's Stephen Curry. And it's Durant in at the 3 slot. Simmons against Curry. And it's blocked by Simmons.
How about the balance and body control? Simmons able to send that one packing.
That one doesn't go. And Golden State will come the other way. Bill, hypothetically, 2-on-2, Steph Curry and Del Curry against Klay and Michael Thompson. Which family tandem wins?
Are they playing right now, or are we
No,
using...
they're going back in their prime.
So it's prime against prime.
Prime against prime.
I think
This
Klay...
is right in your wheelhouse.
I think Klay and Michael would win, because Michael Thompson was...
Really?
He was really good back in the day. I don't think Del Curry or Steph Curry could have handled him on the low post. I think if they were playing now, I think Curry's would be like 20-point favorites. They just shoot threes.
I think Del can still shoot.
I think Del should be in a team. They can't. The Rockets couldn't put him in a corner like Ryan Anderson. I think he'd still play.
Well, Kevin Durant has an ability to put the ball on the deck and finish off the drive. Prime example there.
The pass to Embiid. Over Robinson. And too long on the shot. Warriors have gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. Outside Durant. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
Well, you see, if you're going to foul him, you've got to wrap Kevin Durant up. He's too good at absorbing contact and finding a way to score.
The Warriors shooting their first free throw tonight.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need the basket.
Thompson passes to Simmons. Embiid wide open. Drops in the tray.
Wow, they finally get it to go down on their 4th try.
The Warriors have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Stolen by Thompson. And the Thunder pushing it up now. Thompson with the ball. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Boy, beautiful shot off contact. That is what you get with a bigger guard like Klay Thompson.
Curry kicks to Robinson. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. 6 on the shot clock. McGee's shot is off.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Thompson passes to Adebayo. Hayward looking over the floor. Adebayo against Robinson. Here's Embiid, and again it's Oklahoma City. Bill, some people feel Steph is already the 2nd greatest point guard of all time. What would he need to do to pass Magic Johnson?
Well, he's not. I don't think he needs to pass to Oscar Robertson first, I would say, who was incredible and was the best guard in the 60s. I don't know if he's a point guard, I guess would be my big argument that I always look at Steph like he's just a guard. So if you're thinking about him in the context of the best guards ever, I think just doing what he's doing for 3-4 more years, now you start looking about him with Jerry West, Oscar Robertson, Kobe. I think Magic's a tough one because that guy was in the finals every single year.
All the time.
I thought he was one of the best 5 players I've ever seen in my lifetime. The flexibility he had, the ability to play any position, how much better he made his teammates.
You've got Magic top 5 all time, overall.
I had him 4th. In my book, I put him over Bird, which killed me, but he just had a couple more years than Bird did. Bird got injured. Bird basically had a 9-year run. I have LeBron past Magic at this point, but I still think Magic's in the top 5. Is one of the great will be remembered, and I think Curry's on this list too. Those 3 guys are just great teammates. They made everybody better. They were completely unselfish and just cared about the team, and that was it.
basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got 3 assists tonight.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Curry kicks to Durant. Over Hayward. KD's shot is off.
Well, tremendous defensive effort on the interior. That's the kind of contest you want.
Stolen by McGee. Warriors trail by 4. Ball's knocked loose. Outside for Beal. That's it. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Never a second thought from Bradley Beal. The rise and fire at the catch and shoot. Yes, sir, that's my game.
Simmons passes to Embiid. Over Robinson. Out to Thompson. To the middle. Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
Well, you have to appreciate the willingness of Klay Thompson to move the basketball. How pretty is that, guys?
Bill was in Boston where you received your master's degree in journalism. What attracted you to this profession? Why journalism?
I couldn't do anything else, and I didn't like manual labor.
Oh, really?
No, that really was it. I was good at
Like
writing.
anybody in your family or anybody you
No,
know?
I was a good writer, and I liked writing and sports. So
Yeah.
just kind of like, I'll do those 2 things
Did it in
together.
high school, I'm assuming?
Yeah, started in high school. I had the big thing for me was in college. I had a column for the school newspaper, really from freshman year on. And around sophomore year, I felt like it started to get momentum. And that was the first time I thought, when did I get paid for this? Which, as it turned out, no, until I was about 29. Yeah.
And so here is Golden State. Curry passes to Beal. Over Thompson. That one off the back iron and out. And it's Oklahoma City's ball. They're on a 16-5 run here. The Warriors pull it in.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
Here's Durant. And the rejection by Embiid. Beal against Hayward. Kicks to Simmons. Goes up to the stripe. He dishes it to Embiid. Robinson with the block.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Quick shot there, and it's off target. The Thunder lead by 6. Here's Thompson. Trying to get open is Adebayo. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Thompson's got his second basket of the night. Now a timeout called by Golden State.
Trying to snap them out of this little slump.
Just feels like the basket is looking awfully small to them right now. They're having a hard time getting anything to fall.
And now a chance to check out Klay Thompson. Good season for him last year. He was around 21 points per game, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. He's been nothing short of fantastic during that stretch. Offense coming very easily for him.
And so much of it, to me, is his ability to read the floor, make the right decision, and then go right after the action he wants.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. The Warriors shooting their second and third free throws tonight. Throw good. Robinson. Dwight out. He's checked in for the Warriors. Andre Ayton's checked in for the Thunder. And Bill, we've seen more and more teams base their offenses around three-point shooters. Threes are at an all-time high. We know that. Should the NBA, that in mind, do anything to address this via any rule change? Which I don't know what that would mean, but it has been talked about.
I don't like changing. I think it's going to manifest itself with it doesn't work in the playoffs as well. And teams are going to slowly realize like that you need to blend an inside-outside game at least a little bit.
We can't lose with the game.
No, you
Bigs and smalls, it's inside, it's outside.
And it's still passing and unselfishness. The Warriors take a lot of threes, but they're the most unselfish team we have, and they create a lot of layups, and they play, they're really creative. You just can't, that just can't be your thing is we shoot 53s, here's our offense. The problem is, you're still going to get in these games where 2 points really matters, and that's what you saw with Kawhi in the playoffs last year. These games slow down, and it's going to be a 92 to 89 ending, and your team needs to get 10 baskets in the fourth quarter, no matter how you're going to get them. You still need somebody who can do that too.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Beal against Thompson. Trying to get open is Robinson. Beal's shot is good. Beal's got 7 points.
Oh, that's a tough finish by Beal, undaunted by the D.
Thompson against Beal. Always going up for the alley-oop here. And Adebayo throws it down.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Robinson finds Beal. And here is Howard. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Shot clock at 5. KD dishes to Howard. Action coming off the assist from KD. Durant's got 3 assists now in this one. Thompson passes to Ayton. They get a hand on it. Simmons against Curry. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Bill, you look at the career path of Kevin Durant. Some guys want to be the man. Other guys want to be a significant part of a bigger picture. He can play a lot of different roles. I think, and he's so good, that's what makes him so, I think, compelling.
Right. He is a guy that can fit into any system and figure out what to do. And I think that's really rare talent. I actually think Larry Bird and Magic Johnson were like that. And I'd be willing to... LeBron is, in my opinion, one of the 3 best players ever. LeBron, you always kind of have to fit into what he's good at. All the teammates that he's had, he's like certain types of guys. Durant is somebody that just loves being part of a bigger team. It doesn't care if he shoots 28 times. Doesn't really want to.
He's so confident in his
wants
own
to pass.
Yeah.
He's an elite passer, and he's just good at everything. And I don't think he gets enough credit for that. You look at like your 2K rating. What would be a bad part of his 2K rating? He's good at everything.
Young inside. Guarded by Fox. Young's shot is off.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Warriors trail by 8. Finney Smith passes to Hield. Howard trying to free himself up. Hield with the bucket. Hield's got his 2nd bucket tonight.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
Pass to Anunoby. Back to Fox. Thompson outside. Lets the 3 fly, and the Thunder another 3.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Hield outside. And 101 left to play here in the first.
And his defense so valuable. Not many can bother that shot at the rim.
Boy, you see the effort, you see the range. This guy prides himself in his ability to shut you down.
Here's Young. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Allen outside. Pulls it from 20. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket.
Well, so often we're talking about Jared Allen's length, and he does it nicely on the offensive glass right there.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Nice shot by Thompson.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
And so it's Young who brings it up for the Warriors. 11-point game. 16 seconds left here in the opening quarter. From deep, and they force the shot clock violation. Great team. So it's the Oklahoma City Thunder. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They're feeling very confident. A native of Cameroon, Joel Embiid talks.
Not knowing English, obviously.
And that unique sense of humor, Greg, is a specialty of Embiid.
He's a fun-loving guy who's become a must-follow on social media. And the transition he's made has been remarkable.
And so far, through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, we've seen the Thunder really take control here.
Well, they use the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
So the Thunder 5 right now. We've got Williamson. Gallinari is out there with Anunoby. Then it's Thompson, and it's Fox in at the point. The Thunder lead by 13. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, when Trae Young was in college, he was known for his long-range shooting. But Young says, the people who know me best know that I'd rather get an assist than any other stat. I pride myself on making the right play. Knowing your teammates get joy and excitement from playing with you is all I care about. Kevin?
That's great to see. Thank you, D.A. Bill, you study pop culture. The 2K Esports League is a phenomenon right now, which is sweeping the country. Do you think that's going to alter the perception of gaming in any way?
Yeah, I would say it has one of the best chances of any esports league to succeed because people just love basketball. And you can feel it there in the offseason. The shift in basketball content and the fact that it's now a 12-month-a-year sport for us. And now it goes from the playoffs to the draft to where people going in free agency. And then that plays out for a month, and then something else will happen. All of a sudden it's August.
Summer leagues are
summer
coming
leagues
up.
happening, and then all of a sudden the season's close, and then you just kind of recycle, and it's a 12-month-a-year sport.
Right. And the Warriors making a change here. McGee's checked in, and Oklahoma City with a change here too. Embiid, he's checked in for Anunoby. Warriors trail by 11. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Bill, I wanted to go back to what you were talking about with the 2K League, and you mentioned how basketball has grown into essentially a 12-month-a-year sport.
For me, a 2K Esports League just makes sense. It fits into that. I think people love the players. I think they care about these athletes. In basketball so much more than the other sports. And for me, it's really gratifying because I've loved basketball my whole life. And for a while there, when I grew up as a kid, they would tape delay in the finals. And, you know, it was like the second-tier league. And now to see how popular it is and how much people love it. Early. I'm sure you do too.
Absolutely. I mean, when Magic Johnson is a rookie and starting at center,
Yeah.
Game 6 in Philadelphia, yes.
And it was tape delayed.
And it was tape delayed.
My beloved Boston Celtics won the 1981 title, and it was on tape delay in Boston. And I went to bed, and my dad woke me up to watch the game for me. It's not even 40 years ago. So I think the other thing that really helps with the 2K Esports League is that these guys play 2K, the actual players.
Yeah, right.
They
care about it.
They care about it. They have an incredible amount of time on their hands because they're too famous and they can't go anywhere. So they're in hotel suites. They're bringing with the PlayStation or Xbox
stuff.
with me,
Right.
with them. They're playing their friends. They're playing each other online, and this is what they're doing all day.
Here's Fox, and it's sent back by Allen.
Wow, Jared Allen twice on the pipe. Send it back, young sir.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Heel bounce pass. Here's McGee. Takes the elbow jumper and drains it.
Boy, nice shot. He didn't need the fadeaway to create separation, though. He was wide open.
Fox passes to Embiid. And that one is off. And here's Golden State. They're on a 12-4 run. Embiid against Young. Pass to Allen. Shot clock at 6. Shoots over Fox. Rebounded by McCollum. And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the Thunder. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Inside. And there's Gallinari on the assist by Fox. Fox has got 4 assists in the game. Young against Fox. Passes it to Hield. Over McCollum. Hield can't hit.
Boy, a really tough quarter for this guy. Just struggling to make shots right now.
Alinari down low. McGee's there. Williamson. A three-pointer, no good. Warriors trail by 9. Here's Hield. Good D by McCollum.
No doubt the fight's there. They are trying to battle back, but he's just really struggling this quarter.
A nice shot by Gallinari.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Timeout called the Warriors. And Bill, we were talking about how so many NBA players are playing 2K these days and getting to play online against people you don't know.
Yeah.
Can't see.
I remember my buddy Gus, who I played a ton of video games with in the 80s. The first time we could play online against each other was like a really pivotal moment in both of our lives. Sometime in the mid-2000s. He was like, this is amazing. You're in Connecticut,
How
I'm in
could this
LA,
be?
and we're playing video games. This is great. We've arrived.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Mitchell Robinson's checked in for Jared Allen. Kevin Durant comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Beal's checked in for Buddy Hield. And Curry subbed in for Trae Young.
And passes like that demonstrate the winning mindset Simmons has. A guy that wants to get his team involved.
Here's Durant. Up again. It's good on the putback.
You know, his positioning near the hoop, always to his advantage. Just a terrific job to tip that one back in.
Beal against Simmons. Stolen by Durant. Warriors trail by 11. Now the pass to Beal. A 15-footer. It's Adebayo with the rebound. Durant against Hayward. It's JaVale McGee with the rebound. McGee's got 7 rebounds in the game. Bill, if you were just hired as a GM, which franchise would you model your approach after?
I really like what the Clippers did the last couple years when they realized they didn't have quite enough to win the title. And instead of just being beholden to being darn close but not quite, they actually blew it up and tried to figure out how to create cap space, find some young players.
They still stay competitive.
Build
so
the nucleus.
The momentum of their franchise.
Yeah, they stumbled into a situation where they had a lot of flexibility no matter what. I think the Celtics before them did the same thing in the mid-2000s. They're just trying to find assets and figure it out on the fly. That's the approach I would use. I would never fully commit one way or the other to anything. The goal is to try to accumulate assets and figure out what you have. And I think the smartest team to do that.
Well, Bradley Beal increasingly becoming a dangerous playmaker. What a pretty pass.
Simmons with it. And McGee picks him up defensively. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, our man is going for the jumper.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Andre Ayton's checked in for Joel Embiid. And it's Thompson in for McCollum.
The 2018 Rookie of the Year. Simmons' NBA career got off to a great start, and he's only continued to improve.
What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
Thompson against Beal. Now here's Simmons. Defense is right there. Down low. 5 to shoot. And it's Ayton missing.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
That boy, to have someone back there who can erase your mistakes. What a big-time asset defensively.
The Warriors shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. And the first one at the line is good.
We are talking about an elite 2-guard. Bradley Beal can shoot it. He can guard virtually any position on the floor, and his ability to elevate his playmaking skills has changed the equation.
Howard's checked in for JaVale McGee. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. For Oklahoma City, they have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4. Bill defenders are doing a better job of challenging the shooter from the side so they don't foul and don't step into that landing surface when he comes down from shooting.
Yeah, I don't like the word, the landing space. All that stuff, like
what would you call
load management. We have all these phrases now. It's like, how did these phrases come in my life?
Load management is interesting.
Load management's the worst. Where did that start?
I don't know.
Can we just play basketball?
Just rest.
What's the thing they call when the guy travels, but they say it's not? It's like he's gathering the ball. That's another one. Stop saying that. Never said gathering the ball in my life until 2 years ago. Enough with the weird phrases.
Yeah. The Thunder with another miss. Thompson against Beal. Dishes it to Curry. Howard in the post. He's covered by 8. Howard can't hit. Oklahoma City leading by 9. Simmons inside. Curry meets him. And Simmons gets the bucket.
And loves to operate around the rim. Simmons' tall frame helps him to beat defenders.
Curry against Simmons. It's deflected. Here's Anunoby. No points in the game yet for him. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
KD passes to Howard. The basket good off the assist from Durant.
And despite the hot start from beyond, they've gotten away from shooting the triple.
And Simmons kicks to Thompson. Back to Simmons. There's 1:26 left in the first half. To the inside, Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
Ayton uses his length to his advantage. No doubt on the dunk.
And entertaining as always, Bill, thank you so much for stopping by. We always appreciate your time.
Thank you. Just, I don't want to do any Celtic games. Can we not do that? I don't want to see that team. Let's do the other teams.
Okay. Well, Doris, you read most reporters, they try to stay impartial. But not Bill Simmons.
I think that's what makes him special, Kevin, right? He has his own lens through which he sees things, and he is unafraid to give you his opinion.
Howard finds Robinson. Outside, KD. Jacks up a 3. Not going to go that time. Now, Oklahoma City takes it the other way. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. And after this one, they're home against Minnesota. That game is the first and last of their homestand.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Adebayo's got his 4th rebound in this one.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Here's Anunoby. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Anunoby's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. There's Beal with the 3. Here's Robinson.
You have to admire the activity of Klay Thompson.
Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson. Klay Thompson putting in some serious work for the team tonight.
He had 14 points.
Hey.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Klay Thompson has been sensational.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. Setting the floor for the Warriors. They've got Curry. Durant is out there with JaVale McGee. Then it's Mitchell Robinson. And it's Beal in at the 2-guard. KD's shot is good. And Doris, you played point guard. What do you like to see from that position?
Well, I'm going to go back to the Showtime Lakers, which was my first team that I adored when I was a kid watching the NBA. And the reality is this, Kevin, I love to see teams play in transition, get out in the open floor. What's better than watching Steph Curry cross half court with a full head of steam and the defender knowing, oh, good God, anything could happen here. He might pull a three, he might finish in spectacular fashion off the run, or he might find a teammate for a momentum-building three. Like, get in transition and run, baby.
Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 4 assists now tonight.
I tell you, very few players are as smooth and as easy as Kevin Durant is on the move. He just glides around the floor.
Robinson against Embiid. Tries again. Trying to get open is Adebayo. Embiid, no good. Warriors trail by 16, and there's a whistle, and that's going to go on Simmons. That is his first foul of the game. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Curry against Hayward. Curry with it. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Good on the triple.
Wow, what a start. 3 for 3. Terrific play calling. Everything clicking out of the gates here.
Simmons looking around. Pass to Adebayo. 4 on the shot clock. He can't get that one to fall. Excellent D that time there from McGee. Beal from long range. Hayward grabs the board.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
Simmons on the wing. Pass to Adebayo. Embiid inside. Guarded by Robinson. Fades. That one is good from Joel Embiid. Embiid's got 15.
Well, the advantage they have right now is largely based on his play. What an outstanding night.
And the slam dunk by McGee.
If you ever notice Stephen Curry's vision, his eyes are always looking for opportunities to find his teammates.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, over the last few years, there's been a lot of talk about seeding playoff teams 1 through 16, regardless of conference. Now, taking the top 16 teams is a tough sell, especially for owners whose teams are in the relatively weaker Eastern Conference. Taking 8 teams from each conference and then cross-seeding earlier than the finals is something that does seem possible down the road. The reward for fans might be a finals matchup with the 2 best teams in the league. Kevin?
Interesting ideas. David, thank you. Thompson passes to Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
He's an absolute gym rat. Simmons is relentless in his pursuit to dominate really all phases of the game and improving with his scoring.
Beal, the pass to KD. Back to Beal. Robinson up top. Launches a 3. Rebound, Gordon Hayward. Hayward's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Oh, and the jam by Ben Simmons.
And the amazing moves of Simmons. He's just so much fun to watch with the ball in his hand.
Curry dishes to Beal. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 6 assists now in the game. Curry against Simmons. Hayward outside. Embiid inside. Robinson on him. Embiid, no good. And so Curry will bring it up for Golden State. And that one is good from Bradley Beal. Beal's got 4 points this quarter.
What I love about Bradley Beal is he is an effective, efficient scorer. He always takes quality shots.
And they double up Simmons, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Curry. And even though he came into the league at the age of 19 out of the University of Florida, Beal has been a scorer since the get-go.
Well, Bradley Beal entered the league as a sweet shooting two-guard. He has worked his way into being a tremendous playmaker. Year over year, his overall offensive game has gotten so much better.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Allen's checked in for Mitchell Robinson. Hield comes in for Beal. Young is subbed in for Curry. Here's KD. The shot that time, not on target. Hayward with some nice D. And it's McCollum off the drive. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one is on Hield.
Talk about shot makers. C.J. McCollum, one of the best in the game. From mid-range, you could argue he's the best, flat out.
Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for the Warriors. Gallinari, he's checked in for the Thunder. De'Aaron Fox comes in for Simmons. Fox kicks to McCollum. The Thunder with another miss. And you look at the shot chart for McCollum. He's a threat from everywhere.
Able to hit off the bounce, pulling up. At his height, he's got to be creative, making space for his shot.
And it's Gallinari missing. The Warriors trail by 14. Now Hield. He has 5. Looking to get back on track here. That one goes in. Hield's got his 3rd basket of the night. Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the 3rd. McCollum against Hield. Now, here is Gallinari. 6 to shoot. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Here's Williamson. Moves back up. Here's Embiid. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
The Thunder have gone 6 of 8 from the free throw line tonight.
And one of the weaker areas for this group, only shot about 71% from the line a season ago.
And the Warriors making a change here. Howard's checked in. Timeout called the Warriors. And after he missed the first 2 seasons of his career, Greg, with the broken bone in his foot, would injuries be your main concern for Joel Embiid?
Look, no doubt about it. As long as he's healthy, he's an all-league performer. Still, 7-footers carry a lot of weight in our league. He wants to prove he can play big minutes. They just got to make sure they protect him.
Hield finds Allen. Here's Finney-Smith. Young outside. The 3. Good on the three-point shot. Young's got 7.
Something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
To the paint. McCollum outside. Lets it go with the 3. The Warriors pull it in. Ways to get back into it, but they've got some time.
The tendency can be to really rush or push the game. They need to avoid that.
Here's Williamson. Hits the three-point bomb. 5 points in the game.
That's the shot that will take Williamson from hard to impossible to stop.
And here is Hield. 7 points in the game. And here's Young from the arc. Thunder with the rebound. Embiid's got 15 rebounds here tonight. Fox passes to Williamson. Excellent D there from Allen.
Well, when you've been struggling as he has, you love that your teammates have really stepped up and taken the challenge.
Hield with it. Now guarded by Gallinari. To the wing on the left. Here's Howard. Allen trying to break free. Pitch-in shot. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. He'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
Still a ferocious rebounder. Dwight Howard knows his team depends on him to grab as many as possible.
Bradley Beal's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Ayton, he's checked in for Embiid. OG Anunoby comes in for Gallinari. Klay Thompson, he's checked in for McCollum. And it's Ben Simmons in for Fox. Here's Hield. No good. good there, and that would have cut it to single digits.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
And the shot will not go from Anunoby. And so it's Beal who brings the ball up for Golden State. The 11-footer, Thunder with the rebound.
Listen, simply put, he's got to finish that. It's not like the defender was right on top of him.
Anunoby kicks to Simmons. Passes to Ayton. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Ayton's got his second basket of the night.
Well, the big man flashing his touch. DeAndre Ayton makes it look easy.
Young passes to Allen. Here is Howard. He's got 7. Some solid defense from Ayton. Oklahoma City leading by 13. Outside, Simmons. Here's the pass to Ayton. And the layup's good off the glass. Ayton's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, that's a determined scorer right there. DeAndre Ayton showing a little toughness on the interior finish.
Allen finds Beal. Howard at the elbow. Golden State needs to get off a shot. And the Warriors miss again. Oklahoma City's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight, nailed 5 of them. Williamson. That shot off. Good D by Howard. To the middle. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
When he first came into the NBA, many thought Bradley Beal would be a mostly catch-and-shoot shooting guard. But this guy is proven he can definitely shoot, but there's so much more to his game. He can create for others. He can get himself off on the bounce. He is a terrific all-around guy now.
Robinson's checked in for the Warriors. And a switcher also for Oklahoma City. Gordon Hayward's checked in for OG Anunoby. Outside Robinson. Back to Young for the 3. No good that time. Now Oklahoma City takes it the other way. Hayward right side. And oh, the block shot cramps it out of the air. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. And Beal kicks to Young. At the elbow, it's Robinson. Inside. Here's Howard. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points. Howard's got 9 points.
If you had a question as to how Dwight Howard is up there amongst the all-time leaders in offensive rebounds, that's an example why.
And so it's Oklahoma City sitting with a comfort. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Well, this is exactly what you're looking for from your point guard. Survey the floor, serve it up on time and on target.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. And Oklahoma City, looking who they've got to start the 4th quarter. Hayward out there with Bam Adebayo. Then it's DeAndre Ayton. Then there's Ben Simmons. And it's Thompson into the shooting guard position. Young from outside. Here's Howard. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on Thompson.
Well, because of his frame, Dwight Howard is so problematic for the defense, gets to the foul line. You know, even as Dwight Howard heads for his mid-30s, I believe he can still impact the game. This guy is a physical specimen. He can be a tremendous force as a shot blocker and a rebounder.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now.
Some changes for Golden State. JaVale McGee comes in for Dwight Howard. And it's Kevin Durant in for Young. And surely Howard not as explosive as he once was. But as you said, Doris, the presence is still there.
No doubt, Kevin. And this team doesn't need Dwight to put up 20 points. That's not what he's here for. They need rim protection, and they need him to rebound at a high level.
Curry looking around. Pass to McGee. Back to Curry. From deep three-point range, the long-distance three is buried.
When a player is in his range, as soon as he steps across the half-court line, that's almost impossible to check. Welcome, Mr. Curry, to the three-party.
Here's Simmons. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. And that's now 19 points for Ben Simmons.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
And Greg, you know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity. Well, deliver the pass where your teammate can do something with it. Nice.
Good again. He's on tonight, 9 for 13 shooting.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Curry passes to KD. And the Warriors tack on 2 more.
Well, listen, you do the best you can to make Kevin Durant take tough shots, but this guy, lightning quick release, unbelievable shooter, so hard to guard him.
Ayton wide open. And there's another one for the Thunder.
The defense making it way too easy for him on that jump shot. He'll take that all night.
And he's going up for the alley-oop.
Well, there's evidence all over the floor of how well Stephen Curry runs this team. He does a good job keeping them at their pace and making all the right decisions.
Simmons inside, guarded by Curry. Ben Simmons gets the bucket. Warriors trail by 15. Pass to Robinson. Back to Curry. McGee with it. Back to Curry. A three. No good on the shot. And here's Hayward. He'll bring it up for the Thunder. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Well, Gordon Hayward obviously still working his way back to peak form. Let's remember, this guy was an all-star in 2017. We know he can be a franchise guy.
Joel Embiid, he's checked in for the Thunder. Simmons against Curry. KD looking around. McGee, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And he's now got the double-double. 10 points and 11 rebounds.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Thompson passes to Simmons. Shoots over Beal, and it's Simmons. That time on the assist by Thompson. Simmons got 12 points here in the second half. And Doris, you talk about when Gordon Hayward is playing his best. What makes him, in your mind, he's so special?
Well, when he's right physically, he can be a go-to offensive weapon, Kevin. This guy is the true definition of triple threat, right? He can pick you apart with his passing, with his shooting, and also off the dribble drive. Boy, when he's right, he is tough to stop.
And it's Thompson with the jam.
Well, you can see how dialed in Gordon Hayward can be. When he's on his game, the vision is exceptional.
And Curry, here we go. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
It's absolutely incredible to me the amount of work Steph Curry has to put in order to get open shots. The reason every defender is using every trick at his disposal to slow him up. And you have to, guys, right? Because if he gets an inch of room, it's over.
Indoors with the physicality of defense on Curry. He doesn't get a lot of free throws out of it.
Well, you think about Steph Curry's willingness to attack a closeout, right? Teams want to get him off the three-point line. So he has got to be willing to attack the cup, and he's more than capable of getting there. Boy, how about the Warriors enjoying this beautiful new arena, the Chase Center? What an incredible amount of work went into getting this built, and that was before they even broke ground, guys.
Beal dishes to Curry. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And the Chase Center will enable the Warriors, they think, to spend big on talent. But you know what, Doris? There is still a lot of nostalgia for their old home in Oakland.
No doubt, Kevin. The fans were so incredibly loyal. Oracle Arena was known for its rowdiness. The hope, obviously, that spirit will travel across the bay.
Embiid against Robinson. Here's Simmons. Wants to get it to Adebayo and does. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Curry finds Beal. Now McGee. Pass to Durant. And then Durant with the jam.
Well, Kevin Durant not about to settle for any low percentage shot. My goodness, with authority.
Simmons passes to Thompson. Curry against Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
And how about the slashing ability of Simmons, really creating havoc for the defense with his aggressive mentality.
The shot by Curry, no good.
I'll tell you, it feels all night like this guy's been forcing shots, rushing shots. He's really struggling on the offensive end.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Outside, KD. No good on the 3. The Thunder lead by 20. Now here's Hayward. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's on Kevin Durant. Doris, do you think it's more challenging for superstars in smaller markets, mid-sized markets?
You know, this is such an interesting debate in a world that has become, because of social media, so much smaller. You know, I do think that certain larger markets, LA, New York, can be a blessing and a curse. It does still feel like that media scrutiny is a little bit larger. When things are going well, it's the best thing in the world. When things aren't going so well, boy, those day by day, question after question can probably become pretty tedious.
Here's Simmons. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got 11 rebounds in the game. Here's KD. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Hayward's got 6 rebounds in the game.
It's a +5.
Remember the time, Doris, when it was rare to see stars changing teams? Now we read about it every day.
No question, Johnson was a Los Angeles Laker. The trend in today's NBA is that shorter player contracts, more player control over where they want to be. And the reality is this, Kevin, at some point, free agency entered the equation. It's appropriate, it's fair, they've earned the right to choose where they play.
Here's Beal. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Adebayo's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. And Thompson kicks to Simmons. Robinson with the block. Outside Durant, down low. A slam dunk by Robinson.
Listen, this guy is far from just a scorer. Kevin Durant loves to share the basketball.
Thompson against Beal. The fadeaway, and it's in there. 20 points for Klay Thompson.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
one thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
To the inside, Adebayo, and Adebayo throws it down.
Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest fives in the NBA.
Outside, KD. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And at this point, there simply is no doubt that Kevin Durant is one of the great shooters to ever play the game. The only question is just where on the all-time list will he land when we talk about the unstoppable score.
The pass to Adebayo. McGee with the block. And it's out of bounds. The Thunder able to retain possession. Simmons passes to Adebayo.
Clearly a foul.
Free throw good. Adebayo. He's off on the second. And it's Durant with the ball. He'll bring it up for Golden State. Over Hayward. And the Warriors miss again. And with Durant, perhaps the most amazing part, he can have quiet nights, Greg, of 30-plus points.
Kevin, his scores are just so easy for him that you forget you aren't supposed to see 7-foot sharpshooters doing it. He can score from anywhere in any fashion and can hold his own with any player in history in terms of how unguardable he is.
And he just powered
That one down.
one of the game's top dunkers.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will, and you can safely say mission accomplished now for Oklahoma City.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win, a game that not many will soon forget, and on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. And we watched them all night long. No one could really stop them. Just another excellent game it was for Ben Simmons.
What you love about his performance is that he is simply taking what the defense allows and then making the most of his opportunities.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Well, just terrific teamwork, GA. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
Allen kicks to Beal. From outside, off the mark.
He is just not taking smart shots out there, a pattern he has fallen into tonight.
Gallinari finds Hayward. Right side, Griffin. Back to Hayward. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From deep. Allen with the rebound.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
Outside, Fox. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were